Chapter 8 Introduction to Scratch Programming. In this chapter, we will study about computer programming and programming languages, components of Scratch window, blocks and costumes, adding a new sprite, adding a backdrop, saving a project, exit Scratch. Computer programming. Telling a computer what you want it to do is sometimes hard because you have to explain things very carefully. Because computers don't understand English, you have to give them instructions in special computer languages that computers can understand. There are many computer languages used for specific purposes. For example, C, C++, Java, QBasic, Logo, Scratch, etc. Computer programming is the process of writing a series of steps or commands to make a computer work in a specific way. Think of it like writing out a recipe. Without a recipe that explains what to do and when to do it, a cook could not know when to chop or stir or heat the ingredients. Computers are just like cooks. You must specify what you want the computer to do and explain how it should be done to get the desired results. Writing programs using any computer language is termed as coding. Introduction Scratch. Scratch is an upcoming introductory programming language developed by students at MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Scratch allows users to create web animations, games and interactive stories all without a single line of coding. In Scratch, sprites, objects are manipulated on the stage background using various scripts, small program segments. Each sprite has its own set of scripts to control its behavior and how it interacts with other sprites and events. Scratch helps to create a program by simply dragging the blocks in the sprite area. Starting Scratch. Follow these steps to start Scratch. Click on Start button, click All Programs, click on Scratch 2 or double-click on the Scratch icon on the desktop. Scratch will open. A Scratch window. Menu bar. Menu bar consists of various sprite-related tasks and commands. For example, you can open a new project, open an existing project, save a project, undo action, and help options, etc. Following buttons are present on the menu bar. Scratch logo. The Scratch logo button takes you to the home page of Scratch web page. Globe. Globe button is used to change the interface language. File menu. The file menu consists of commands to open, save, open a new object, etc. Edit menu. This menu consists of options to adjust the stage layout or use the undelete option. Apart from these buttons, there are few more tools available on the menu bar. Let us know about them too. Tool icon purpose. Duplicate. Makes a duplicate copy of a block or sprite. Delete. Removes a sprite or block from the object. Grow. Select this tool and then keep clicking on a sprite to keep increasing its size. Shrink. Select this tool and then keep clicking on a sprite to keep decreasing its size. Block help. Click on this button and then on any Scratch block to open a help window providing information about it. Do it yourself. You can get Scratch 2.0 website at www.beta.scratchmit.edu and work online. Display area or stage. Stage is where all the action takes place. When you start Scratch, an orange cat appears on the middle of the stage. Stage has a few buttons on top and also new sprite button towards the bottom. Let's learn about it. Stage button helps to switch between the default stage size to full screen mode. Green flag to start Running a project, click this button. Stop button. To stop this execution of a project, click this button. New sprite buttons helps in adding a new sprite on stage. Click this button to choose a new sprite from a ready-made library. Click to paint your own sprite on the stage. Use to upload your own image as new sprite. Click a picture using web camera and use it as a sprite. Open a new project and work on the area shown in the following picture. Select the blue block called Move Steps and drag it to the right. Release the mouse to place the block. Make sure the block is placed in the darker gray called the scripts area. When done, click anywhere on the block except the white middle and watch what happens to the scratch cat. It moves 10 steps. Check out the other block categories and test out what each one does. Blocks. As shown above, blocks are the literal building blocks of a Scratch project. They have specific commands which function uniquely from one another. Some blocks can even fit inside other blocks as shown below. Assemble the following script or connection of blocks by accessing the various blocks by color and category. Assemble the blocks into this formation. Grab the blue key sensing block that is still in the void. Place the block into the hexagonal input area in the orange if block. Click on the green flag to run the project and see what it does. The Sprite Library. When you click the option to open the Sprite Library, a special window appears offering many themes or categories of sprites. Adding a background. You can add background or backdrop on the stage in the following ways. Backdrop from library. Paint new backdrop. Upload from your own file. Click using web camera. Costumes tab. A costume is one out of many frames or alternate appearances of a sprite. Sprites can change their look to any of its costumes. They can be named, edited, created and deleted. But even sprite must have at least one costume. Firstly, select the sprite from the sprite list and above the blocks palette and click the Costumes tab. The two images of the cat have been found which are known as costumes. It enables to change the appearance of the sprite while the program is running so that facial expression and body movements can be given. To delete a costume, select a costume area and click the cross on the top right corner. You can even go to the edit menu and click undelete if in case it is needed. Each and every costume has its name. On the right side there is a paint editor so that the costume can be designed. Above the paint editor there is a box where the costume can be renamed. In case addition of another costume is needed in the sprite, clicking on the new costume buttons can be valid at the top of the costume area. A costume can be added from the library, upload and paint it yourself as required. Adding sounds. To add sound to the Sprite Sounds tab is used. Firstly, click the cat spirit in the sprite list and then click on Sounds tab. The sound area appears similar as costumes area. On the left side there appears a list of sounds the sprite has. The default sound which is there is a meow just below the sound. The length is indicated. This is measured in hours, minutes, seconds. The sounds lasts for 84 seconds. There is a play button just below the waveform to hear the sound. Adding a new sound. Choose sound from library. Click it to open the sound library. Choose a category on the left. Click play to review the sound. To select the sound, click OK. Adding a sound can also be done by double-clicking it. Record new sound. Click it to open the recording box. Now any voice can be recorded and used in the script. Upload sound from file. Click it to open the select file to upload dialog box. After selecting sound file, Click OK. Do you know? Add file extension Sprite2 to the file you have saved in Sprite2 version. Saving a project. Steps to save a Scratch project. Click File option and menu bar. Click on the Save or Save As option. The first time you save it will show Save As option where and by which name you want to save the Scratch object, and later on the Save option saves the changes in the files. Exit Scratch. Click the Quit option of the File menu to close and exit from the Scratch. Summary. Scratch is a programming language that allows users to create web animations, games, and interactive stories all without a single line of coding. A Scratch project is made up of objects called sprites. The menu bar contains commands related to creating a Scratch project. Stage is where all the action takes place. It consists of various tools or buttons to add new sprite and backdrop to the stage. Blocks are the literal building blocks of a Scratch project. Sprites can change their look to any of its costumes. To add sound to the Sprite Sounds tab is used. You can add sounds to the Sprite project. There is a ready-made library for adding new sprites, backdrops or sounds in the Scratch projects. Fill in the blanks.